Hello, konnichiwa, ni hao. Today we're going to be looking at some used cars online, and I'll show you how you can get some pretty damn cool cars at a very affordable price. I know I talked about it, how buying a used car is a better deal, but I just talked about it. I didn't actually show you some concrete examples of some really good cars you can get. I'm going to look at a few of them. I'm going to look at the absolute bottom of the barrel, the cheapest of the cheap, see what like someone in high school or in college, and then I'm going to start going the way up. I'm going to go for the mid-tier cars and then luxury cars, and then see if you can get good deals on some really luxurious cars. So let's explore right now. Okay, I'm going to be looking for a used car on the site called carguru.com, and so a lot of people always say, oh, you can't find a good decent car really cheap used. Well, I'm gonna experiment with it. Let's see how cheap we can what kind of cars we can find. Let's see. Some of you like Ford. I'm not a big fan of Ford, but I'm willing to. Let's just try higher end neighborhood. But I'm gonna search nationwide, and I'm gonna choose nationwide and see what we can find with regard to this. Now, I'm gonna try to get it so that let's choose let's see what we get if we really play with this. Oops. Alright, so we need it under 14,000 at the very least. We want the lowest price. Let's see what the really cheap things. You know, already sponsored ones. Oh, look at this. Well, see, I wouldn't choose this one because this is $1,000, but look at the paint, it's all rubbish. So yeah, these cars aren't too inspiring, but look at this. This one's $2,000 for an SUV from 1999. It's not too bad. Okay, this is one I wouldn't buy. All right, so the Ford cars look pretty bad if they're used. How about a Lexus? What can we find with that? By the way, I have not done this. I have not done any tests beforehand to see what we'll find. I'm just kind of curious to see what kind of car can you find. You see, look at this. That's not too bad. $3,000 for this. I remember when these were in the $30,000 range. You could buy a car that was $30,000 for $3,000. And yeah, I'm sure this car isn't great. But you know what? It was a luxury car when it was brand new, and it doesn't actually look too bad. Anyone reviews of this car? Oh, this is a review of the actual place. So let's see. Let's try. I've noticed in the past, if you look for a BMW or a Mercedes, you actually will find that you can get a pretty good car for the money. So of course I will keep it with the lowest price. And look at, let's see. Here's one for 2000. Yeah, it's from 1990. But I've noticed when Mercedes, you look at the leather. It's pretty high quality on this leather. And yeah, the dashboard is something you wouldn't even see this in a Toyota today. It looks kind of cheap. But it actually doesn't look too bad if you just want to go. If you just want a car, you don't really care what kind of car it is. You can't go wrong with 2000. Even if you have problems later on, you can just give it up. You don't need to fix it if it costs too much to fix that one. Let's just try another random thing. Even this looks pretty interesting. Oh, there's not many pictures on that one. Alright, let's look at BMWs, where you can get. Okay, so I'm looking for one that looks kind of good. See, if I were really cheap and just wanted the bare minimum, I mean, this one actually looks kind of cool. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the color, but look at it. That's really high quality in terms of the interior. I noticed with BMW, if you think about it, when it was brand new, they really put a lot of effort. This is a high quality luxury car, so even though it is quite old, it still has a lot of the same qualities that were there when it's new. They just put really high quality material. Instead of buying like a brand new Toyota or Honda, you could actually get like this BMW. I think that would be an excellent one. Now, I'll give you an example. How much, uh, like a new Toyota or Honda? Let's see how much you get. How much would this cost for like a used Honda? That's be something interesting to look at. And this looks really bad. See, this is almost as much as the Mercedes. And look how terrible the paint is. Awful. Let's see this one. It's an Accord. See that? See, no. See, it's a cheaper car. It was cheaper when it was new. When it's new, look how the seats look like crap. Well, it's from Arizona, so of course it's not gonna fare as well due to the weather. Now let's see if you can. How much do these really luxurious cars cost? How about something that's a little bit higher end? Let's try a Bentley. How much does that cost used? Oh, this lowest priced one is. See, this is pretty cool. Look at this one. For 24,000 bucks, you get this car. I don't know what it cost when it was brand new, but it might have been some like 150,000, maybe 200,000. That's not too bad. Look at this. I mean, it's cheaper than a brand new Toyota. I know it's an older car, but it's still impressive. This is pretty impressive too for under 30. That's another one. Alright, how about, let's see, what does a Rolls Royce cost? Okay, so, well, you can get a Rolls Royce for 8,600, but that's from the 1980s. I don't expect most people to want that. That one is ridiculous. But this one is interesting. This is just a little bit more than some luxury cars of today. And look at how, of course, maybe nowadays people don't want something that's this flashy, but it's kind of an interesting car to have for 77,000. It's pretty nice. Probably could use it even in a business if you were into having a luxurious limo kind of company. So that's something I would get if you felt comfortable driving around with something like this. I'm sure it does cost quite a bit to fix it, but you are saving money on the cost of buying the used. So I'm just trying to prove to you that you can buy a used car, and it does look like there are quite a number of nice looking ones online, and that's another example of how you can save money. You can actually get a way better car than if you were to buy brand new. So I hope that I addressed this, and feel free to ask any questions in the comments, and we'll talk about this some other time. So subscribe and hit the like button. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.